this is day 15 or 20 of building a video company. So as you can see, I kind of have a setup. This is my tripod, and my iPhone's on a tripod with a light, and I now have a microphone as well with a cool light going on in the background. So yeah, bunch of updates. I have been getting a ton of referrals, a ton of warm leads, you could say, just by planting seeds, speaking to people, talking to people about my vision, just having casual chat with entrepreneurs and people alike. And I've just been getting referrals and leads, which I feel the best way to get referrals and leads is to speaking to users, talking to users, which what Y Combinator talks about, literally, which is the first most important stuff, which is talking to users, actually is also gives you two things. One is gives you data points about your users, but it also allows you to get leads. It's a marketing lead. I think so. I don't know. Maybe it really depends on what stage of your stage your company is in. So I have been super busy with trying to manage these leads. I've had done a bunch of meetings with clients, with potential people that would work alongside with video company, such as partners and vendors and freelancers and video editors and a bunch of people. I myself have been trying to manage all of these things, and yeah, basically keep on learning new things. So as and when as I'm building this company, I'm starting to realize that content is blowing up right now. People just want content for their brands, whether they are a personal brand, they're a professional service, or they are an enterprise level brand. People are starting to understand the importance of content creation and social media, and there's an entire bull run with social media content. So if you create content, you can literally create services that help people, brands, or businesses for content creation, and you will be able to win. Obviously, you need to be doing it the right way. So what I have also been doing is kind of just have a learning section on my board, which is I'm relearning content creation, storytelling, and narrative driven content, because what I'm seeing also is there are a lot of people focusing on volumes of content, but for brands that are already established, they don't want to just ruin their brand's page with putting volumes of content. They want to focus on a little bit more storytelling, more narrative driven, more research based content for their brand, which is why I'm trying to engineer a solution for brands, businesses, and people to create and craft storytelling, narrative driven content, right? And the best way to do it, which is literally what I did today for a client, was I went up to a client. They called me down, and this was through a warm lead, and I just happened to ask them basic questions about their business and how long they've been in business, what were their pivotal decisions in their business. I was just basically trying to create a conversation, and those conversations led to stories, and I believe those stories can be created into content, because what I actually did was I secretly recorded the voice of the conversation, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to create that into voiceover reels content for my client, and they're not going to even know about it. Clients or people in general might not be very comfortable on camera and speaking to a camera, which is why you have to take you have to do some guerrilla tactics to help them create content. You're trying to help them at the end of the day, right? So this is one method that I found out, which I'm going to definitely do, which is secretly creating content for my clients, and then showcasing them how it could how we can create content together. It's a sustainable way of creating content, because you're not investing too much money into the camera, the shoot. You're basically, there are different types of reels is what I've also understood. You have your face to camera reels, which is something what I'm doing right now. You can have this reel in a documentary style, in a storytelling style, in a very just providing value, or just me telling you straight up. You can have a non-speaking reel, which is just me like pointing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm just putting my hand here, and you can track like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to my finger. So, I mean, that's non-speaking reads literally. I can now take a cutout of that, take it into post-production, and then just put like text on top of them, you know. So I can also like just look on the top 1, 2, 3, and you know, put like text on top of me. So it can be like 1, 2, 3. You know, and it could be as simple as that. But the biggest barrier for creating short form video content for a lot of founders and brands is speaking to the camera and being on camera. Especially the older generation, they are not very familiar, or they're a little bit conscious to be on camera. So which is why we need to come up with different ways and different solutions of creating content, because everyone should create content, because that's the way you can get awareness for your brand, which is through creating content and using social media, using that algorithm to kind of just get discovered and drive distribution to your brand, right? So how do we create content for everybody? We need to engineer solutions and packages. We need to engineer really good solutions for everybody to create content, because this is going to become a thing. It's going to be a compulsory thing if when you're going to market with your brand, product, service, anything, whatever you're getting to market, you need to come out with a content strategy or with content. Now, a lot of people get confused in complicating this entire thing for themselves by thinking of what their content strategy is going to be like, what it's going to look like, thinking about how will they say it, how will they deliver the content. It gets a little bit complex and complicated. I can understand if you're very new to this, which is why you should follow a structure, for creating content. I believe people have the ideas, they also have the content. You yourself have a story to tell inside you, but the only thing you might lack is the direction and the strategy and like how to deliver this. And which is why I've created kind of like a system for helping you get to that point, which is why I've created like a small system that will help you, which will help you kind of create content. You can just my system is, it's simply a process rather than a system. I would say it's like, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, and if you follow that, you will eventually get familiar with the process, and then you don't even need to use the system, because it just becomes a natural part of creating content. And that's what I call sustainable content, which is content that you create without putting in a lot of effort, or you're not forcing yourself to create that content. It just flows naturally, right? And you want to get to that point wherein you can create sustainable content for you or your brand, because that's the biggest investment you can ever create in your brand, which is creating content. Being the face of your own brand is the biggest investment for being the face of your brand is the biggest investment you'll ever make in your brand, in your business, because if you get known as the face of your brand, you would never need to hire an influencer. You would never need to rely on paid marketing. If you're genuine, if you have solutions that people need, if there are problems that exist and you have the solutions to them, and you are able to provide clarity, you're genuine, you're authentic with what you're providing, the only thing you may lack is awareness to your solutions or distribution to your brand or business, which is why you would create content, which is why you should create content for your brand, because content is the way people will discover you. And right now it's free. You can create content for free. You don't need to pay Instagram to create content. You don't need to pay Instagram to be on their platform. Even with other social media channels, it's only a matter of time wherein social media might start charging you to be on their platform. I know that Instagram or Meta, for say, has already rolled out their certified badges and those things. They started charging for them for what was free a while ago. They're starting to charge for those particular features. But I understand why, because the number of users are growing. With the number of users growing, it's going to be difficult for them to manage and monetize and also sustain, right? Because imagine this, Instagram right now is allowing you to store unlimited photos or videos on their platform. Imagine how much money are they spending on storage, on cloud storage for all your photos and videos that is publicly available. Imagine the load balancing, imagine the the cloud storage that it requires to even like deliver the bandwidth that's required to deliver this content across the world, right? So you typically they would need to make money eventually, and unless and until there's some really cool, I'm pretty sure they already have some type of compression algorithm or proprietary algorithm or software that is allowing them to store and retrieve information over the World Wide Web for their service, which is why maybe they're combating price. But anyways, we're not going to get technical into that area or space. My point here is that you can create content for your brand, and it's not very hard. It just takes a little bit of practice. Sometimes it requires someone like me to maybe give you a little bit of clarity, a little bit of direction. Maybe you have the idea, but you do not know how to package it in the right way. Maybe you have the ideas and you also know what to say, but you're not able to edit it. Or maybe you're a creator who loves creating but hates editing videos, and that is where we can help you. That is where a video company can help you out, which is we're a community of video editors at the end of the day, and we teach video editors the art and science of content editing, which is editing for content specifically, because that's the most important thing nowadays, which is editing for content. So if you're a content creator who's looking to kind of outsource that entire editing headache, or if you're a content creator that is looking to fulfill that entire requirement of editing your videos, then shoot us a DM and let's see how we can work together. We would love to come up with a solution for working and creating sustainable content together for your brand, for your business, for whatever professional service that you're running. We are very confident of creating content for your brand. But anyways, all the plugs aside, the new ways of creating content are building in public, which is what I am doing currently. I am building a video company and I'm doing it in public. If a lot of people do not know about my secret YouTube channel called Building a Video Company, where I am literally posting every day about what's the day in the life of building a video company. So I'm going with day one of building a video company, day 2 of building a video company, day 3 of building a video company. I just keep on posting content which is not edited at all. It's just face to cam content of me telling the world of how I'm building a video company, the challenges that I face, the successes that I face, pivotal moments in the entire history. Because at the end of the day, I also want to attract the right people to work alongside with me in building a video company, and I also want to serve the right clients and the right people that want video solutions. The roadmap for a video company is not just creating content or editing content. It eventually is to create a really good platform for video editors and a place where video editors can learn, network, and learn and make friends at the end of the day. Friends that are video editors, learn our entire community USP or our value proposition for our community is literally each one teach one, wherein you learn by teaching someone else. So if you're interested in learning video editing with a community together and making friends, then you should definitely join a video company. And I guarantee that you'll learn something, you'll leave with some value, or you'll stay forever and maybe get a chance and opportunity to work with us on actual client projects. So choice is yours. You can join a free community wherein we post free resources, tips, and we also put out gigs from time to time. Obviously, to get into our gig network, you would have to get yourself onboarded and verified, wherein we'll kind of ask you questions about your skills and your experiences in editing videos, because this is paid work. You are responsible for the work that you create, right? And you are accountable to the client at the end of the day, which is why we need to make sure that you are genuine and you really believe in the work that you are able to produce, right? So and for clients that are looking to get their videos edited, you also would need to be onboarded. We need to make sure that you are creating genuine content and you want to create content that resonates with a particular audience. We need to make sure we'll never work with clients that are in illegal practices or any fraudulent business. We can't do that. Unfortunately, that does not align with the company values. But if you feel that you have a solution, you have a service, or you have a story to tell, but you need help putting it together in a video format, then we are the right people for you, and we would like to help you out with just that. So you can contact us and we can get a video done for you at a decent timeline and an affordable rate, of course. So join a video company in our process, and stay tuned for more stuff that might come out in the future.